Going to attempt to get a little scientific for a minute. Every time we talk about seeing the Sasquatch run across that field on all fours, I have a really hard time describing what I saw. Not because of what we saw. We know what we were looking at. But what's really hard to describe is how it accomplished what it was doing, the way it was crossing the field. I'm going to give you a couple examples. First, I'm going to show you a gorilla running on all fours. Then, believe it or not, a human. They actually race each other. Leave it to humans to find something pretty crazy to compete with. I thought it was pretty neat. But a human running all fours. And then I'm going to show you a video of a frog jumping, believe it or not. And then we'll come back.
Having captured footage, initial tests have shown how different Kenichi's technique is from a...
Alright, not only am I not a scientist, I am not an artist, so you're about to deal with stick people. The gorilla, he's got short legs. His back is up and his long legs are down, right? There's his head. A human, he's got long legs. His back goes down. Shorter arms out. Now what we saw is the Sasquatch. His back was straight almost the entire time. He's got longer arms and he's got longer legs. And I think so it looks like he's loading, from what we saw. His back is down flat. His arms are in front of him. His legs were loaded like springs. And I think that's because of the mid-tarsal break that Meldrum talks about. It gives that extra flexibility in the foot back here. And then pushes off with his back legs, sending him forward. Legs went out, extended like that, and then would come back down in this position. What surprised me was, number one, it was not super high off the ground. It stayed pretty low. Even when it jumped and extended, it was probably only about maybe 2.5 feet off the ground. And there was no, like in the gorilla, or when a dog runs, or when the people were running on all fours, there's a point at which the legs and the arms come together. And then whatever the animal it is, it extends out again, right? Whether it's the human or the gorilla. But we didn't see that much of that as it was running. It didn't condense and then shoot out. It stayed elongated a lot more than I expected. It's very hard to describe, but see if I can show it to you. From the best I can figure, it would start like this. push its legs, and it would be in the air like this, in a complete Superman position. And then it would land like this. The very odd part about it, its arms never got up under it, from what I could tell. So I don't know if it was doing like a almost like his arms were out like this the whole time. It probably came in a little bit to push off. Maybe something like that. But that was the odd part about it, was there was no real legs and feet coming together and then going out like this. It was just the legs almost, and the hands were almost out in front of it. Now it was quick. I'm sure they came in a little bit as it was going like that, but it stayed elongated the vast majority of the time. It was very hard to figure out how it was doing that.